What are some of the social obstacles that you have encountered at the elementary school?
Learning stereotypical views about other cultures from teachers or from peers. What do you guys think?
I think assimilating to another culture. I think that I learned that during elementary school, like assimilating to white culture.
I think a lot of it has to do with banking education also, which is defined as when a teacher just simply with inputs or deposits information to you, so they don't create a two-way street of discussion.
Can you share what you have learned from your mentors?
Something I learned from the mentees is that this is when they start learning the different bias of the cultures. Like, I remember the first day I walked into the classroom and a kid comes up to me like, "Oh, you're Asian, so you're really smart, so help me with this math stuff." And that's where like, oh, no, I'm not really good. Like, I'm smart, but I'm not smart. Like, not all Asians are smart. And the kid's like, "No, that's what I see every day. Asians are always smarter than everyone else." And that's why I just feel like they're not learning anything from the school.
To expand on what Anthony said, I think stereotypes, they have been exposed, so they know, like, when they see someone, they instantly have like a racial slur. Well, there was this white fourth grader, he called a little black girl a racial slur.
The kids was a different approach, is like just seeing how innocent they are. They're really like, just because they're at a young stage, it's like they take in a lot, and they just constantly learning, and so I just feel like they're very susceptible to racial microaggressions. Those small little things that we do, like those miscommunications that we have, or like, I don't know, the stupid cartoon on a TV that has some black duck or something, or some colored figure being a lesser value. I feel like those are all subliminal messages that really take a toll on the kids, and also that the kids are really easily influenced. Like, whatever is mainstream, they're all over it. And like, one thing that I really notice about them is that what they're really doing is just pointing out the obvious.
What are some of the best practices you have adopted to be successful in higher education?
Best practices that I adopted to be successful in higher education was just simply being aware. You know, being minorities and stuff, you see things that like most people won't see, and so just going with like a concept from last semester where we talked about being marginalized, which is seeing from the outside in, and because we have that separation, we're able to I guess benefit from white privilege just by observing and
disregard of what people say of who I am, like, because I'm like Asian, and because of the model minority myth, like teachers and students, like teachers and my friends have higher expectation of me.
So it has made me successful in college is to understand like my cultural identity, because I think understanding that and understanding my language has just made me happier, because I understand where I have come from.
Can you offer some advice about understanding the challenge, change, or overcoming obstacles in order to reach your higher education?
I think it's important to understand that everyone has some kind of difficulty, and as a minority, I face oppression. Like I was saying, you should acknowledge oppression and you should overcome it by not letting anyone oppress you.
that higher education is attainable no matter your situation. You can make it possible for yourself. Problems will always arise, but it depends on your individual success, depends on your level of resilience, how well you can bounce back from those like times of sadness or anger, so stuff like that. Just the way that you deal with overcoming these obstacles is what's going to determine your future. So
Don't follow through with all the stereotypical views or bias that's put on your type or your culture. Just be who you are. Don't lose that view. Like, if you're not meant to be a basketball player, don't try to play basketball. Just focus on things like you can do, like to better yourself. Don't focus on what other people say about you.